Satan would use this to entice him, to tempt him, and think, you know what, you can have all of these kingdoms, and you don't even have to feel any pain for it. No stress whatsoever. See, Satan is sly. But of course, Jesus did not give in to such temptation. But notice in verse 13, where it says, "So the devil, having concluded all the temptation, retired from him until another convenient time." So what does that teach us as to how Satan works? He looks for the time that we are down. Now, he didn't just come up with a first temptation right away, no. He looked for the better opportunity. So it can be said that the devil is a sly opportunist. And you know that design of his is still the same with us. He looks for opportunities to discourage us. He looks at the best time to try and get to us. And generally, what is that time? Let's look at the 38th Psalm and verse 8. Psalm 38. And notice verse 8. And this is the psalmist David, who, keep in mind, is a righteous one. But yet notice his words. It says, "I have grown numb and become crushed to an extreme degree. I have roared due to the groaning of my heart." So when does Satan usually attack? When did he attack David? It says when he has grown numb and become crushed. Now you notice it just doesn't say crushed. Now we sometimes we think if it's crushed, it's crushed. But it says crushed to an extreme degree. As he was way down in the dumps, so to speak. He was really depressed. He was really bothered. And that's when Satan tries to discourage him or discourage us. See, he uses this in the same way with our brothers and sisters. He tries to pick those times when we are crushed to an extreme degree. He tries to choose the times, maybe such things as like when one of our close loved ones dies. Perfect opportunity. Or he waits until one of those really close to us has been disfellowshipped. See, he chooses his time. Now, what was the case with David? In verse 4, explains why he felt the way he did. He said, "For my own errors have passed over my head like a heavy load. They are too heavy for me." It's like a heavy load David felt. Now, what was this load? Why did he feel crushed by this load? He said, "For my own errors have passed over my head." Now, see, Satan waited and tried to play on and tried to discourage him because of his own errors. So sometimes Satan does the same things with us. Maybe sins that we have made in the past, or things wrong we've done in the past. Well, see, in his mind, as a sly opportunist, this is the perfect time to get to him. Or what if one who has lost privileges? See, these are the times that Satan works on. So we understand his design. We understand how he thinks. Now, does that mean make it easy? No. But that gives warning to us for our protection if we are extremely crushed for any particular reason. Well, there's a chance that Satan is going to take this opportunity to discourage us, to bring us down spiritually. Well, we'll talk about 3 areas then that often cause discouragement. 1 we'll talk about apathy of people to whom we preach. 2, our own health issues. And 3, our weaknesses and past mistakes. Now the first area we're going to talk about is that of apathy, or lack of interest. Now how can apathy, or having a lack of interest within our territories, give us a feeling of discouragement? Well, how hard do we work to prepare ourselves to go out in ministry? Hey, we work hard. The brothers work hard to prepare the parts on our service meetings. The brothers and sisters work hard on their demonstrations. The brothers and sisters study and prepare for the literature placements for them on. See, we work hard on our ministry. Well, see, now, sometimes Satan could try and discourage us to feel as if we're working so hard, but yet there's little to no effect. See, this could be like going on a diet. Now, we're not encouraging diets. But yet, imagine if we decided, okay, I want to get in better shape, so I want to go on a diet. So, what does our diet include? Well, our diet includes now, we used to have our hamburger steak in front of us, now we get a carrot. And we try and fake ourselves out to think, hey, if I cut it in half, I can eat more. See, we're suffering. We're working hard at this diet. No, work on our diet, and then let's say we decide part of our diet is this exercise program. So we go out, get our shorts on, and we go walking. And we do this every single day for 30 days. And by the 30th day, we're like, oh man, all this work, wow. But you know what? It's going to pay off. So when I get on that scale,